All right, man. Torture Talk After Hours. So ASAP Rocky has came out and said that he has something brewing for Drake. So we gonna get into this, man. Torture Talk After Hours. You know what it is. Let's get it. All right, man. This comes courtesy of the Ville. So let's get it.
Oh man, shots fired, shots fired. It looks like ASAP Rocky had recently did an interview and it looks like he had time to say what was on his mind. And it looks like this time he had time to address Drake and the time that he dissed him in Family Matters. Looks like ASAP Rocky had sat down with somebody to do an interview, and it looks like this is what he said in regards to Drake. Last spring, Pretty Flacco appeared on Future and Metro Boomin's single Show of Hands, casually dissing Drake, who'd previously allegedly dissed both Rocky and Rihanna in songs. Drake responded to Rocky.
Yeah, that's crazy how he's talking about Rihanna. I mean, this is his man's wife, bro. Like, y'all gotta understand something. You talking about my wife, bro. I'm not playing no games with you. It ain't. I honestly would tell you probably won't even be no diss tracks. I'll talk to you when I see you face to face, because we ain't playing those games. Nah, I'm not playing those games. But the crazy thing is, he's been talking about ASAP Rocky and Rihanna, and he's always talking about how Rihanna was mid and this and that, but yet and still, he constantly talks about her. He constantly talks about her. I mean, she can't be really that mid. This man had 3 kids with her. So, I don't know.
Again on Family Matters, a diss track aimed at Kendrick Lamar. It's like a Days of Our Lives storyline. Though Rocky abstained from the escalating beef, he was just as entertained as the rest of us. It was healthy for hip hop, he says. The battle was between Kendrick and Drake, not Drake and everybody else who might have said something at the time. And that's,
You know, it's crazy how people say that this battle was healthy for hip hop. And somebody's gotta go. Somebody's gotta go when it comes to their career being ended. I guess that's hip hop for you, though. Hip hop is kind of like they say it's a blood sport, so it's based around people being really, really good and keeping their spot. So it's healthy that you get rid of somebody. That's pretty interesting.
why I fell back. I just hate the way it's turning out with Drake suing and all that. What part of the game is that? What type of issue is that? That's none of my business, I guess. Now this is kind of hilarious because ASAP is saying this is none of my business, none of my business, but Drake's suing. What is up with that? What part of the game is that? And I think that is hilarious because Drake was being petty and bringing up ASAP Rocky, bringing up Rihanna for no apparent reason in the beef. We know that when this battle took place, Drake in the middle of the verse in mid battle, he started calling other people out. He started talking about Rick Ross, ASAP Rocky, Rihanna, all of these other people that he had problems with. Nobody really cared for that really that much because honestly, your attention had to be focused on Kendrick Lamar. So when you took shots at other people, I think that's what ASAP Rocky is saying. He fell back because he knew it was about Kendrick and Drake. And this is why everybody thought that those parts in the verse were kind of just unimportant. I mean, you're really going at other people when your main focus should be Kendrick Lamar.
Would have been fire if ASAP Rocky he teamed up with Kendrick, and then J. Cole and Drake did something, and they went back and forth. Because we've never really seen a 2-on-2 battle, like a 2-on-2 industry battle. We never really seen it. It's usually 1-on-1, but we never really see 2-on-2, like two people going at two people like at the same time. Not like a clique, but like two people going back and forth. It would be kind of interesting. Pretty fire too.
I don't blame ASAP Rocky for saying what he said when he said that he had to fall back because nobody wasn't really feeling Drake paying attention to the other guys, anyways. When your main opponent is Kendrick, like, let's just be real. At the peak of the beef, nobody really cared for the shots that Drake had took at Rocky. No one really cared about the shots that he took at Rick Ross. When he started talking about other people, I just felt like he was trying to save some time. He didn't really have much information on Kendrick Lamar. So to save space, he had written these verses to diss Rocky and all of that. That's not the only thing that he talked about. He also talked about his legal situation with ASAP Rocky. That was a big conversation. That was even mentioned by Kendrick Lamar when he had talked about ASAP Rocky in his feature with Playboy Cardi. And we can't forget around this time when ASAP Rocky was going to court, he was still shouting out Kendrick Lamar.
Welcome back, Rocky. You have any word on Kendrick Lamar winning last night at the Grammys?
Congratulations.
Yes, sir.
He was fighting for his life in court, fighting for his freedom in court. And while he was walking in and out, he had time to shout out Kendrick Lamar. And this is what he had to say about his court case. He said, "I knew I was innocent. I ain't no effing gangster. I'm a pretty boy. I wear that like a badge of honor. After 4 years under legal constraints, Rocky is savoring his freedom while trying to balance family life with expanding creative ambitions. He wants to."
Yeah, it's so crazy to see how people try to pin people against each other. Because some people was trying to say that Kendrick Lamar, since he did this whole the whole Grammy thing, won the Grammys, it kind of was making it seem like ASAP Rocky wasn't getting no attention because he had his album was out and all this stuff, but he shouted him out and he congratulated him as he should, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of people, man, a lot of people out here, they be on some other stuff. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all be wanting division so bad, man. Like, for real.
His generation's blueprint for the modern Renaissance man. Like if it's Miles Davis was still alive and he was a rapper, he explains. But with it, some of his dreams get deferred. Lately for Rocky, it's his music. He's still planning to release his elusive fourth studio album, Don't Be Dumb, but it remains an infinite mystery to fans. I don't want to primarily blame it on the case, but life was lifing. He says of the album delay, we don't plan on having children, but when it happens, you got to just adjust and move with it. I got to be present for my family because that's first.
Congratulations, Rihanna.
We want to thank God first. You got to thank God first, you know what I'm saying? And I really want to thank the jury for making the right decision, you know? And I'm just so thankful. This is crazy right now. This whole experience has been crazy for the past 4 years, but I'm thankful. Nonetheless, I'm thankful. And we're blessed to be here right now, to be a free man talking to y'all.
It's so crazy he's married to Rihanna, bro. Like, it's crazy. And I know that's kind of like, I know a lot of y'all don't think that that's crazy, but it is. It is crazy because to me, they literally look good together. They really do. That's a real nice looking couple. They got kids, they're family. This is the inspiration that I think people need to be looking towards. People like this. Children, family, yeah, I love it, man. I love every bit of it. I love it.
Thank you. All praise to God.
Congratulations.
ASAP.
Thank you, sister. Thank you.
ASAP.
Thank you, brother.
We'll keep you posted. You guys need to have another baby. You guys need to have another baby.
Yo, the person say this is an opportunity to get your life back. What do you mean? He never really lost his life. Like, he's still successful. His wife is a billionaire. What do you mean? Like, it's an opportunity to get your life back? It was some bullshit that happened that he's saying it wasn't him, it was somebody else or whatever the case was. But it's not like he you know what I'm saying? Like, he was. I just don't understand how somebody could say this opportunity to get your life back as if he was down in the rut. Like, he and then no, he was he even locked up? I don't know if he was even locked up. I don't know, man. I'm just saying. I think that's a reach.
Guys,
I ain't trying to go for it.
And obviously, I understand why he has to prolong things, why everything is getting pushed back. He just had to fight for his life in court. He's becoming more of a fashion icon. He's dealing with Ray-Bans. They talked about it a little about it in this article. So I get it, right? But at the same time, as an ASAP Rocky fan, as someone who's grew up listening to his music, I really just want him to drop the album, bro. I hate when rappers just don't drop anything. He promised this album back in August of last year, and we still haven't got it. We're about to be in August now. So this, he says, is going to drop in late 2025, apparently. But we'll just keep it alleged because I really don't know if he's going to drop it or not. Big congratulations to him and Rihanna for having the kids, for, you know, her having a baby on the way and all of that. But I could care less, bro. Just drop the album, bro. Just drop the album, for Christ's sake. I mean, this is just what I want. All I want was just music. I've been waiting for it. Kind of bummed out that it only has 12 tracks. If we're waiting this long, I hope he adds 12 more. I hope he adds like 5 more at least, bro. You have so much to talk about after beating the case, after having more kids. I would like to hear more than just 12 songs on the track that was recently reported. I do remember that when he had dropped the album, people were getting refunds all of a sudden because the album wasn't coming out, which I thought was pretty lame. So hopefully he does drop the album, bro. I hate that he postpones it so much. And I guess I have to be understanding, but not too.
No, I understand where you're coming from. I never really been the biggest ASAP Rocky fan. I acknowledge that he actually makes pretty good videos, but I never really been the biggest fan of his. I think he's all right. I mean, he's good when he wants to be. Let's just say that. But I mean, what do we say at this point? You know what I mean? What do you say?
Because I'm getting kind of upset that he's never dropped it. But y'all tell me what you feel about this. I think it's really important for ASAP to highlight the fact that Drake is suing, and what part of the game is that? Because obviously that's the right thing to ask. What part of the game is that? Who does that? I thought you studied rap battles for a living. I don't know why you're doing this after you lose a battle. So obviously ASAP Rocky is not going to shy away from the situation. He's going to give his 2 cents about Drake suing, obviously, because he dissed him. So that's a no-brainer. I just thought it was funny how he just slid that in there. Because obviously Drake has an obsession with his wife. I mean, Drake had dated Rihanna in the past. For whatever reason, he's still hooked on Rihanna to this day. Even when he was rapping in Family Matters, he still had to bring up Rihanna, even though his main opponent was Kendrick Lamar. Again, like I said, he took this time to diss other people because I felt like he didn't have enough ammo for Kendrick. So he had to bring up Rihanna, had to bring up ASAP, had to bring up all these other people just to save some time, just to save some space. But it's just kind of weird that he has this obsession with Rihanna still. We know that you liked her, we know that you've cared about her, but she's never really cared about you the same way. I feel like he always gets upset that Rihanna was the girl that he could never have. But it's too late now. And I mean, if I was Drake, I'll just get over it because ASAP's having kids with her. She's currently pregnant with his child. They look happy together. He just beat his charges. And then now he's doing his own thing. The days of Rihanna and Drake are so much in the past. There is no chance of that ever happening again. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, it's crazy that the crazy obsession that he has for that woman. Like, I could just imagine, like, can imagine that. I could just imagine how being ASAP, openly some dude is talking about your wife because he's just obsessed with her because he couldn't have her. It's just crazy to me. It's crazy.
Forward, we'll see if Drake responds to this. I know he responded to Memphis Bleak in a recent post on Instagram. We'll get to that shortly. But y'all tell me how you feel about this and get back to me, man. Big shout outs to everybody that's been rocking.
Yeah, shout out to everybody that's on his page. Make sure y'all go subscribe to him. Yeah, man. Just saying, man. Like I said, it is what it is. You gotta understand, man, what we dealing with here. And your boy Drake, he's still out here dissing people. But if I'm ASAP, I'm definitely addressing him on a song on my album. Maybe 2. But I'm gonna address him something serious. Really talk about him. Get right to the point. You know? So thank y'all for joining me. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace. Bye.